Before we say a single word in prayer, let's pause and reflect on something deeper. The heart of Jesus is turned toward you in this very moment. It doesn't matter what happened yesterday or how you feel right now. There is a quiet invitation being extended to you, a call to true peace, to the presence that calms storms and whispers hope into chaos. In John 14:27, Jesus said to his disciples, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." He knew how much they would need it. He knew the difficult days ahead, the doubts that would come, the fear that would try to take over, but he didn't offer them just any promise. He gave them his peace. This peace isn't like the world's, temporary or fragile. It doesn't rely on money, perfect relationships, or a trouble-free life. The peace of Jesus is steady, unwavering, and rooted in unshakable love. It's the very peace that carried him through the cross, the same peace that conquered pain and death. That peace is for you, today, right now. Jesus didn't just wish for you to have peace, he left it as a gift. If you want to receive that peace, type in the comments, "I receive your peace, Lord." The peace Jesus offers isn't some vague idea or temporary emotion. It is a living force, a divine gift that surrounds your entire being. It's unlike the peace the world gives, because it flows from eternity, not from circumstance. It's the peace that steadies your mind in confusion and guards your heart when everything around you is falling apart. In Hebrew, the word for peace is shalom. But shalom means so much more than just the absence of conflict. It speaks of wholeness, harmony, restoration, and balance in every area of life. Your body, soul, spirit, relationships, and daily walk. It means being complete, even in a broken world. As you draw near to Jesus, that peace begins to fill the empty spaces within you, the wounded, forgotten, anxious places. Places you didn't even know needed healing, and the closer you are to him, the more that peace grows. Not as a feeling, but as a quiet assurance that he is in control. Even when you don't understand what's happening, you don't have to force this peace. You don't have to earn it. Just come close. Surrender. Allow yourself to be loved by the one who already overcame the world. He wants to give you rest. He wants to renew you, and he wants to remind you, you are not alone. Take a deep breath now and allow that peace to fill you. If this spoke to your heart, type in the comments. Thank you, Jesus, for the peace that sustains me. Maybe you're reading this with a tired heart, tired of pretending to be strong all the time, tired of fighting silent battles no one sees. Maybe you smile on the outside, but deep down you feel like you're sinking. And that, exactly that, is where God's peace wants to meet you. The world demands an impossible kind of perfection, a constant image of control, of success, of unshakable strength. But Jesus never asked you to pretend everything is okay. He invites you to be honest, to hand over what you can no longer carry. He doesn't reject you for being tired. On the contrary, he calls you to rest. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Matthew 11:28. That promise still stands. It doesn't matter how long you've been struggling or how many times you've failed. His arms are still open, waiting for you. It's not weakness to need help. It's not lack of faith to admit you need peace. True strength is found in admitting that you can't walk this journey alone, that God's peace is the only safe shelter in the storm. So today, allow yourself to feel. Cry if you need to. Talk to God as you really are, not with perfect words, but with an open heart. Because he understands every sigh, every tear, every silence. And it's in that vulnerability that his peace begins to grow. Type in the comments, "Lord, I receive your peace even in my weariness." Have you noticed how fast the world changes? News changes, people change, promises change. Sometimes everything feels stable and suddenly a strong wind blows, a loss, a disappointment, a fear. And the peace you once felt slips through your fingers, but the peace Jesus gives is not like that. It doesn't depend on the wind. It remains. Jesus lived surrounded by human pressure, betrayal, persecution, abandonment, and still he walked in peace. That doesn't mean he didn't feel pain. He did, deeply. But something inside him was stronger than everything around him. It was God's peace, and that same peace is available to you today. But it doesn't enter a closed heart. It needs room, it needs surrender, it needs trust. So often we try to control everything, the future, people, outcomes. But the more we try to control, the less peace we feel. Because true peace doesn't come from control, it comes from surrender. It comes when you say, Lord, I don't understand everything, but I trust you. Even when I can't see the way, I choose to hold your hand. You don't need to know how everything will work out. You just need to know who is with you. And Jesus is. He always has been. Even when you thought you were alone. Type in the comments, Lord, even when I don't understand, I trust you. Maybe today you feel exhausted, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. As if something deep inside is tired of fighting, tired of keeping everything together, tired of carrying invisible burdens, smiling on the outside while quietly breaking on the inside. But here's a truth you need to remember. You weren't meant to carry it all alone. Jesus invites you to lay that burden at his feet. In Matthew 11:28, he says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Rest, not just for your body, but for your soul. Peace, not just for a moment, but a peace that restores, heals, and sustains. He is not far away. He doesn't wait for you to have it all together before receiving you. In fact, it's when you're at your limit that he longs to hold you the most. Picture Jesus now sitting beside you, looking into your eyes and saying, I see it all. I know how you feel, and I'm still here. I've never left you. You don't have to fake strength, you just need to trust. If your heart is tired today, give it to him. You'll be amazed at the peace that follows. Type in the comments, Lord, I give you the exhaustion of my soul. Sometimes all we want is a clear answer, a definite direction, a visible sign that everything will be okay. But what happens when silence is all we hear? When life is full of unanswered questions? It's in those moments that faith becomes most precious. Because faith isn't believing when everything is going well. Faith is trusting when everything feels uncertain. It's looking up even when the sky is dark and saying, Lord, I still trust you. Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. God never promised a life without trouble, but he did promise to be with us in every trial. And that makes all the difference. He sees what you can't. He understands what you haven't figured out yet. He's writing a story that is bigger than anything you could imagine. Maybe today you don't understand why things are so hard. But one day you'll look back and see that it was in the valley that you felt God's deepest care. So breathe, let go of the anxiety. You are in the hands of the one who never fails. Comment, Lord, even when I don't understand, I trust you. Have you ever thought that God's peace isn't just a refuge for your heart, but also a mission for your life? Jesus didn't only promise peace, he called us to be peacemakers. In Matthew 5:9, he says, Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. That means wherever you go, peace can go with you. Not because life is perfect, but because the Spirit of God lives in you. The peace you carry can shift atmospheres. It can calm a stormy conversation, heal a wounded heart, and inspire hope in someone else's soul. You may not feel like you have much to give, but your presence filled with God is powerful. In a loud world, your calm is a testimony. In a hateful world, your love stands out. But to carry that peace, you need to stay connected to the source. A heart filled with resentment, anger, or anxiety cannot overflow with heavenly peace. That's why each day is an opportunity to lay your burdens down and be filled with the Holy Spirit. Pray for peace, nurture it, and take it with you in your words, in your presence, in your small acts of love. You are called to be an instrument of peace. Live it, share it. Comment below, Lord, use me to carry your peace wherever I go. Do you want to live in peace? But maybe there's still something inside you that you're holding on to. True peace is not just what God gives. It's also what you're willing to let go of. Sometimes it's pride, sometimes it's old wounds, sometimes it's the fear of fully trusting Him. The truth is, your heart can't be filled with divine peace if it's still packed with the weight of things you were never meant to carry. God doesn't force His peace on anyone. He offers it, and it's up to you to receive it. You might say, I trust God, but if you're carrying anxiety, guilt, bitterness, or the need for control, maybe it's time for a real surrender, the kind that stretches you, the kind that cleanses, the kind that heals. In John 16:33, Jesus said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." He didn't promise a life without battles, but He promised peace that overcomes every battle. For that to happen, you have to stop trying to win by yourself. Stop pretending you're fine when your heart is breaking. Stop hiding pain behind performance. Jesus is saying today, child, give it to me. All of it. No holding back. Take a deep breath. Imagine placing every part of your life into His hands. Your pain, your past, your fear of the future. Now say with faith, Lord, I surrender. Comment below, Jesus, I give you everything that blocks my peace. Just imagine, what would it feel like to live with a calm heart, even when the world is loud? To sleep without fear, wake up with hope, and walk through life without carrying the weight of 1,000 worries. That isn't a far-off dream. It's the result of the living presence of Jesus inside of you. The peace He gives isn't just a passing feeling. It's a spiritual reality, an invisible fortress around your soul, a shield against fear, a well of courage when bad news comes, when pain visits, when the unexpected shows up. Maybe you've asked God for peace, but today, go deeper. Ask for His presence, because where He is, fear flees. Where He reigns, chaos surrenders. Where He dwells, even darkness glows with hope. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." It's not just about what God gives, and it's about who He is. He is peace. Close your eyes for a moment and quietly whisper from the heart, Jesus, be with me. Live in me. Bring your presence into every part of my being. Align my soul with your spirit. Feel that sacred silence settle in. A silence that heals, that comforts, that holds. And remember, peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of God within them. Comment below, Jesus, be my living peace every day of my life. Today you have received the promise of true peace, the kind that does not depend on circumstances, but on Jesus' unchanging love for you. May this peace not only stay in your mind, but overflow in your life. You are called to live in peace and to be a channel of that peace to the world. Imagine if every gesture, word, and action you made reflected the serenity Jesus brings. How would your family, friends, and even strangers be touched by your testimony of calm and faith? Jesus said in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives." This peace is unique, special, and lasting. It overcomes anxiety, fear, and loneliness. Right now, renew your commitment to seek this peace daily, to cultivate an open and grateful heart, and to trust fully in the hand that never fails. If this message touched your heart, please subscribe to the channel for more messages of hope and click the notification bell so you never miss a word that could transform your life.